Hey guys, today I want to talk about the Pinkroid situation that happened on the Summoners or Europe Cup about 2 days ago. I tried to reach out to Pinkroid to see if he want to say anything, explain his decisions, but he didn't need to say anything to me anyway. I'm like a total stranger outside looking in. I also trying to ask like Seishizo and other people at the event to see if there was any deeper meaning to the whole situation. So for those who doesn't really know the context, what happened was Pinkroid was battling his friend Rax right here for the Summoners World Europe Cup champion title because they were both qualified for the final of the Europe Cup. And at this point, Pinkroid was winning 2-0 rather comfortably, and he was ready to defeat Rax and win this whole match 3-0 and become the champion of the European region again. He has been the champion for this region many times before. One of the most famous player in the pro scene for Summoners War. Everybody always put their trust in this guy because not only he is very good at the game, he's also very charismatic and kind of like a problem child for Comtours because before he flipped the finger on live TV for many thousand players to see. And now he pulled another stunt, and I'm pretty sure Comtours is very crazy shocked at this situation. So another context is that this guy, right, Rax right here, he is also a very good friend of Pinkroid. I think they share a YouTube channel where they post their RTA highlight as well. So they are real life friends. They have been friends for many years. And Rax has never won the EU title before. So in short, okay, in very short, the easiest reason to understand is that Pinkroid wants to give Rax the title because they were both qualified to go for the World Final happening in Paris. And the one who wins today will get a bit more money. I say a bit, I think it's like a couple $1,000 more if you are the champion of the European region. But they are both qualified for the World Final in Paris. So the actual outcome of this set right here, it's not like super important, right? But if you do care about the money, then you have to beat the opponent. So pretty much Pinkroid gave up his game by doing many questionable things. Tam again. I felt very bad for the caster for the game, Seishizo and his co-caster, because they had to explain to the audience what the fuck is going on with the Pinkroid move. Like here, you can see that at this point, there is no way that Pinkroid would ever lose. But you fast forward, Pinkroid did lose. So it was a tragedy for Comtours, and everyone on the live stream was just like, what the hell is going on? I was also streaming this, and my chat was also going absolutely crazy, and the official chat was going really crazy as well. So in this video, I want to talk about why I think he did it, and what happened, and was that really justified? And is there any deeper meaning to this? So in short, Pinkroid just wanted to give Rax the title European champion because he has been the European champion many times before. He doesn't need to prove himself one more time, and he was about to win anyway. But he really wanted to give his best friend Rax the title, so he chose to just kind of give up in a very obvious way. I think there were many ways to give up, and you can draft weird, you can play it out a little bit weird, but the fact that he kept spamming skill 1 and made the worst move possible to lose, it was just really obvious. People are saying that, oh, Rax got really bad RNG, so maybe Pinkroid felt bad and trying to give him the win so that he can feel better. But the thing is, right, you can give him the win in one game, and then the next game, we can play it naturally. But in the next game, he left Rax like Inosuke there for the longest time when he could have killed his unit at any given moment. So I think if you troll a little bit, okay, because Pinkroid is a very troll-ish kind of guy. So if you troll a little bit, you throw this match on purpose, but then you play it out properly in the next one, then nobody would really care. But unfortunately, he really want to give his friend the title, so he gave up this match. And in the final match, he also kind of gave it up again because there's just no way that he could lose in such a very favorable position. A lot of people also said that, hey, Rex could have just quit so that it wouldn't be a shit show. But then that is like 10,000 US dollars that your friend's giving you. Would I really turn out 10,000 US dollar? Is my integrity that big about this esport game? I'm not too sure. What if he's really needing that money? Well, $10,000, that's a pretty big amount of money right there. And if he quit, that'll be like $5,000, I think. So he'll be giving away $5,000. But then if Pinkroid really want to give Rex the money, he could have just won the whole thing and then transfer the money to Rex privately after the show. He really want to give Rex the title, I guess. So a lot of people have problem with come to us. Let's be real here, right? We play this game for like 10, 11 years. We have a lot of problem with the company, with the game, because the game is built on FOMO, on negative emotion. So a lot of people have negative emotion attached to the game while they still play the game every single day. And the fact that Pinkroid kind of gave the middle finger to come to us, not in a physical way, but in a mental way, because he is the representative of the esports scene of this game. He's well known. He's one of the best players. He's super, super smart. He's always or almost all the time in the world final. So he is like the face of the pro scene of this game. And one of the most popular player just throw the game right in front of thousands and thousands of live viewers and many more thousand who watch the VOD, who go to Reddit, who go to Discord to check what the fuck just happened. He just gave the biggest middle finger against the world government, pretty much. And a lot of people actually enjoy that. And they think that it's okay. Like, he can just do whatever he wants. We're not really playing a real esport. Anyway, because we're playing a gambling casino. And to those people, I don't know what to say, man. You really, really hate the game, huh? I just really don't know what to say. For me personally, right? He can give it up. He can do whatever he wants for his friend. It's not really my show. I didn't put my effort into casting this tournament. I didn't pay for the table, the chair, the screen behind him. I didn't pay for the caster sitting there. I have like no stake in this particular match or show or tournament, right? But to me, it's like a wow, what the fuck is going on? But I feel like there are many, many other people behind the scene to make this happen. It's not just come to us, the big corporate people, right? Like, if you have just a little bit of respect for the people who make this show happen, because you only see two dudes playing RNG funny casino game on the screen, but you don't see the 20, 30, 50 people making sure that the stream goes live, the lights are on, the sound is doing okay, the caster are talking, the caster themselves talking to give you guys some entertainment, the people behind the scene to make all this shit happen are not just greedy corporate bastard behind the scene. They're real people putting in a lot of work, and to them, this is literally double middle finger to their face, because all the effort to make a great show just now go down the drain in the trash, because nobody will remember any of this shit anymore except for Pinkroid throwing the match. And all these people, especially the come to us European head, he was about to cry. I heard the voice, because I've been there before. I've been to the European office before. I heard him speak to the staff and the players. He sounded like a very, very passionate person. Not about summoners or gambling, but about making a great event so that everybody who can go there to enjoy it. And that is something respectful. That is something that I think we don't really see, which is the people behind the scene making this thing happen. And not just the integrity of the esport or the fairness of the competition, because in this competition, there's so many violent procs, right? When you watch Obabo match, who was kind of robbed out of the qualifying round, like at this moment right here, right? If this monkey failed to stun, Obabo will win. But unfortunately, the monkey double stun and Obama lost. So in a way, it was like a gambling thing. We are watching two people gambling with a bit of fun matches in between. But we've been playing the game for 10, 11 years. We kind of just accept that RNG exists, and this is not like a real test of pure skill. There are some skill in drafting. That's why fucking Pinkroid is always there in the highest position, because his drafting is really, really good. The way he organizes runes are very, very good. There are some level of skill involved, but at the end of the day, it's still a little bit of like fun gambling in between. But there's no gambling with putting effort into making a show a show. So I just feel really, really bad for the people behind the scene, because they're going to have a lot of meetings with the Korean overlords over there at the Compton's headquarters, just antagonizing them about or how this shit happened. Why this dude take the piss out of everybody and the show and all the money we put in. Imagine this was like a live event with actual audience who put their time in to go and watch the match. And maybe some of them will laugh about it. Some of them are fan of Pinkroid, like diehard fan. They don't really care. They just laugh about it. Like, haha, my king, keep going, troll the shit of come to us. I don't care. But then they're also fan of everyone else on the show. They're also fan of every other players, not just Obama, right? Obama has a huge fan base, but they're also fan of every other players here that want them to win. And you just kind of feel disrespected by spending time watching a show that end like a circus, but worse, because a circus is meant to make you laugh. This, nobody's laughing. Except for me laughing right now after the fact, right? And then there are people who are saying that, oh, Sean, maybe he bet against himself on some dodgy betting website so he can earn the big bucks. But I'm not sure if Summoners was really considered like an esport enough to be on those betting websites and to have the crazy amount of money to win from this. That's why he throw the matches. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's true. Nobody really knows beside them. I also heard that they came to the after party to apologize, which means it wasn't like a message or a statement to protest against something, to bring some deeper value across the table to come to us, because he apologized, which means he kind of regret what he did, and there wasn't any message that he want to send to the world. So at the end of the day, it was really just like a childish moment these two men had on screen, just that we had to watch it. Usually we don't, and we just kind of have that kind of moment between the bros. But we had to watch the childish moment on screen, and a lot of people didn't really enjoy it. But at the end of the day, come to a step up and disqualify Pinkroid. A lot of people are saying that he should be banned from competing forever. Maybe he should be. I'm not too sure how strict they want to be about it, because there are so many things in this game they're also not very strict about. So maybe we will see him again next year. But he definitely left a big scar in every single Europe staff member. And it's going to be just very tough from now on for them to communicate with him, because he is pretty much like a family member to these people in the Summoners of Europe office. They bring him there to events and to competition all the time. He's always there. But now it's gonna be an awkward time, and it is what it is. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.